somebody that is throwing myself, throwing my body, so the reward will be that you probably come on, man. Like, I mean, this is your friend. We don't do that. Even me, we don't do that. Because people felt like I was shameless.
I think that Onyeka has a different world, her own world that she lives in. I feel like she has a world that she has created in her head. She lives in that world. She makes up whatever it is that is in her head. Like, she makes up her own stories in that world. She believes those stories. She stands by it. And then inside her own world, she feels like everybody is out to get her. Because some things that she says or some things that she does, I'll be trying to connect the dots and try to understand where this is coming from. To be honest, there's so many times I've tried to understand her reasoning and the way she comes at things. But then it still comes down to the aspect of a different form of understanding from what every other person is seeing. Because you see the situation and it's just totally different from how she's painting it. And you're like, where are you getting this from? It has to be from that world that I'm telling you that she creates in her head. Because this herself and Wanni's situation, this is her saying that Wanni was slut shaming her in the house. This is the second time she's saying it. And then she has brought out the video that she said she saw about Wanni saying something about her sleeping with Ozzy and all of that. And it was nothing, it had nothing to do with slut shaming. It was not even slut shaming in any way. It was more on Ozzy's part. Ebuka even addressed it, saying that this is more on Ozzy. This is more of her like coming at Ozzy or talking about Ozzy. It has nothing to do with your values or whatever it is. So how is this even, and she kept defending it, saying you're supposed to do this as a friend. I'm like, babe, what are you even saying? In the house there were so many situations that were presented in a particular way that was also like, okay, what's going on in the house? It was herself and Chizoba always having issues here and there. Some small thing, you hear her saying something about trying to dim her lights. It almost felt like she was saying that Chizoba was not letting her shine the way she's supposed to shine or dim lights. She even spoke about her family, spoke about her mom in the house, almost as if everybody in the house too, they're against her. Anything that has to do with Cassia and Victoria, she'll say, they're always talking about her. I know they're always talking about me, talking about me. Literally, when it comes to Cassia and Victoria's conversations in the house, they'll have 1 million conversations, and maybe Onyeka's name will come up once. And for it to come up is maybe because something happened. Maybe live show that Onyeka's name came up and they had to discuss it. Their gists were hardly about anything that had to do with the house. They used to have like very random conversations. But then you now have Onyeka that was thinking every time in her own space that conversation is about her. I just said that, let me just put that out, because tonight just put that whole thing together and it was just crazy to see. So we're going to talk about everything that happened in tonight's reunion. Tonight was the grand, I'm not going to call it grand finale, but it was the final day. Ruthie, you did not show up for this reunion. What happened? Don't want to bring the drama to us. She was definitely noticed. I also want to say that this reunion was literally a Chinwe reunion. First day, it was about her and Zion. Second day, it was also about her, and almost half of the episode had to do with her. Third day, she still featured in this thing. She still came up. Tonight, she still spoke. She still had things to say. I say, this reunion was just for Chinwe. And in the house, to be honest, Chinwe actually brought a lot to the show. It's just that she was just unlucky that the house was divided into two somehow, and then obviously they had to be on the other side, and people were not really ready for all that drama at the time. So let me now talk about how the reunion went according to how everything happened. I just wanted to just drop like some things, some keynotes here and there. So welcome back to my channel, guys. If you're new here, please do well to subscribe, like, share, comment. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so that you can get notified when I post a brand new video. Give this video a big thumbs up. So for tonight, they just used it to address or talk about almost all the pairs. They just wanted to give every pair an opportunity to explain what's up that is going on with them at the moment. Almost all the pairs, they are no longer friends. Like, the house literally scattered almost all the pairs that went in there, they asked Femi and Mickey. Femi and Mickey, they said they're just chilling, they're just okay, nothing. They just greet each other. For Anita and Tofa, their relationship, Anita, they said that they didn't get there. So after coming out of the house, they said they had a conversation, but it never really got to the point where it became like a serious thing outside of the house.
It just didn't get there.
Everybody knows it was good, they ran its course, but it just didn't get there outside of the house.
This is the only time that Anita has said something throughout the reunion. There are some of them that it was literally just tonight that they said things, and they even put them in unseen videos. That's where they decided to feature them. And then Mickey and Chizoba, they had like one brief argument about what Mickey saying that Handy likes him. You know, Mickey is another person that makes up stories in his head. So he was just saying that Handy likes him. And in the house, he was trying to defend that outside. You know, himself and Chizoba, they had one little back and forth there.
The thing that you heard that she's feeling you, and I said, okay, she's my girl, I'll go and, you know, nothing now.
Now, why are you putting words in my mouth? I'm not going to agree with you because you're being wrong here. I'm here to agree with you.
For Chizoba and Ben, they were not really dating in the house, but you know, they said they are cool, they're chilling. Because she no marry again. And Ben was like, that's, you know, they're still however it is that they want to be. That's, they are private people, so whatever they even want to do, we'll most likely not hear. But she's about to say, if they marry, yeah, we'll definitely hear.
Can you marry Ben and we'll not know?
I'm not like, you know.
Okay.
For Wanni and Sean, which is another relationship that a lot of people wanted to, a lot of people have been asking about, like, okay, what's up with Wanni and Sean? Even in my comment section, there's somebody that was like, okay, what of Wanni and Sean? Are they still together? So apparently they are no longer together. I think from what Wanni said, this happened immediately after the show. They didn't even carry on. It didn't go on for long. So she said Sean was the one that explained that he couldn't, you know, keep up. Wanni was initially saying, oh, you know, we decided to focus on our brand. But Ebuka told her that there are some people that have come out of the show. They've carried on with their relationships, and if still, you know, brand building and relationship can go together. So that's when she now said that it was Sean that kind of like couldn't juggle the two.
We were trying to figure things out and work things out, but I don't think he could juggle both. It's new to him. Maybe there was a lot of things.
For Sean, he just said that, sorry, I say him. He's not really like a very, I think from his explanation, what I got from his explanation is that he was not able to be there for her, like in every way possible. Emotionally, he's not like an emotional person, or according to him, he couldn't give her enough. So he just decided that let them just go their separate ways. So they're no longer together.
I'm not like the most affectionate person in terms of words of affirmation. I'm not necessarily naturally inclined that way.
For me, I would, everything, all the love languages, I'm very, I'm embodied. And I think he appreciated that about me. And he got to experience a real woman. That's not, I'm A1, I'm a good cook. I know how to do everything.
And then Handy even said that she kind of felt like they were not going to carry on because of, you know, one or two things that she saw in the house. For Nelly and Suj, they are also no longer together. Nelly said it's a family issue. She said they actually just ended things like 2 months before the reunion, which surprised me in a way. I honestly thought that they were not going to go so far. I thought that after they come out, it's just be friendship, but they carried on and things ended like 2 months before this reunion. She said it's a family matter, but she's not going into details. But I just feel like maybe Suj's family did not really want them to carry on. I don't know, this one that he already outed his family in the other episode, so obviously we are going to believe that it was from his side.
I can't tell you. It's a family thing. If I start telling you all those things,
You're not family. Don't bring your inside.
No. It's a family thing between me and Suj.
You said you were done?
Yeah, not in a bad way though.
We don't know the full details, so I'm not going to go into details. Just know that they are now just friends. Suj said that for him, he just thought that it was not going to you know, they were not going to be together in the end. Like, it was not going to be for the long haul. So it's better they ended it at the point where it was still okay for them to be cool friends, rather than carrying it on to the point where they will now break up in a bad way. So yeah,
I want to build a relationship with her that will last the test of time. It was something that we just grew to understand that, look, this is not something that we're heavily into the future with. So it's better we just start working towards a more neutral ground.
And then Nelly and Chinwe, they hugged, you know, they shared a hug. Ebuka said, at least let's have one hug in this reunion. He asked them if there's any, you know, if it's resolvable. He asked most couples, if most people that had issues, whether it's resolvable. Nelly was like, Chinwe is a cool person, no bad blood there. Chinwe also said the same thing, that Nelly is cool. So they came together and hugged things out. You know,
finally.
Nelly and Cassia, the same thing. You know, they just spoke about this. They expressed their minds. Nelly said she doesn't have any issue with Cassia, and then Cassia also said the same thing, that Nelly is a cool person, that she liked Nelly in the house. She still likes Nelly, and she feels like if that they had a conversation prior to this point, things wouldn't have gotten things would not have gotten so bad. But you know, they are cool.
She's not a bad person. I'm cool with that.
So you're cool, yeah. Are we okay?
Yeah.
And then Ebuka asked about Onyeka, that what of Onyeka, and then she's like, there are two things that she said in the house. She now clarified the part where she said she felt, and the part where she said Onyeka said this. And then obviously they just came to the conclusion that they cannot carry on. There's no resolving anything there. They're just going to keep things the way they are.
Any little thing, oh, I blame Victoria and Cassie. I blame Victoria. Isn't as if she was obsessed with us? No, but you are the one obsessed with my game. Even when I came to speak to you that I was strategy. When you had a strategy, I really don't care.
Then for Wanni and Onyeka, Ebuka now also asked, what's up, like, is it resolvable? And that's when they now started addressing things that went on. Ebuka spoke about them unfollowing each other, right? So Wanni said that yes, she unfollowed Onyeka, and Onyeka was like, she doesn't know, maybe her handler. Ebuka was like, this handler thing again. She was like, she really doesn't know. She genuinely doesn't know that maybe if she's not following her, that she didn't even know when Wanni unfollowed her, and that her handler would have unfollowed Wanni. And then that's when she now spoke about the slut shaming situation. So she said again for the second time that in the house that Ebuka asked her about the slut shaming thing, like what made her say that, and then that's when she said that there was a comment that Wanni made saying that Ozzy was just going to sleep with her and dump her. She said Wanni said it to Sean, right? And then Wanni was like asking Sean, like, when did I say that to you? Did I say that to you, Sean? Let's say Sean, no, they ever remember anything. He was acting all confused and stuff. Wanni had to keep asking him so that he would confirm.
You now went and you said that you know that Ozzy is just going to have sex with me and dump me. Okay, as a girl's girl, sensing that thing.
She said so.
She said it. She was talking to Sean. So as a girl's girl now, here, knowing that we are girls girl,
Wanni was like, when did she ever say that to Sean? That's when Onyeka now brought the video, showed it to Ebuka, right? She said that she feels like Ozzy likes Vicky, and for Onyeka, she feels like his intention is just to sleep with Onyeka. That was what she said in the video. So Ebuka now said that this is more about her saying something about Ozzy, right? Not Onyeka. You saying that you feel like this guy, his intention is to sleep with this person, or this is what she feels his. Yeah, this is what his intentions are, right? It doesn't mean that, it doesn't imply that, oh, Onyeka is going to sleep with him. This could be his intention. Doesn't mean, it's not the same thing as saying that, oh, Onyeka is going to just be just going to easily open for him or fall for him or whatever.
I'm
not invalidating how you feel about being slut shamed, but this looks like an Ozzy problem from what she said here. Ozzy finds her attractive or wants to sleep with you. Why does that feel like slut shaming of you?
She now said that Wanni, there were some times where they were saying that, making it seem like she's just throwing herself at Ozzy and all of that. Honestly, there's some things I do not completely remember from the house, but I don't really think that they were really slut shaming her in any way in the house. Maybe that comment, obviously, like saying that, oh, this guy finds this girl, he likes this one, he likes Victoria, but for her, he just wants to knock. You know, that can be offensive to the person. Like, oh, is it that I'm not likable? So maybe all that people say in me is just wanting to knock, right? That someone can find that offensive. That Onyeka can find that offensive. But the word is not slut shaming, right? But she was saying that Wanni could have told her if she considered herself her friend and all of that.
It's about the fact that if you're a girl's girl and you have an inkling that a guy is probably playing two girls and he wants to sleep with one and I cannot help that situation. I'll try to come in.
I don't understand how yarning with my guy in the kitchen and saying, oh, I think Ozzy likes Victoria more and he fights Onyeka more. It's not shaming.
So why don't you come and tell me this question?
To me, right, I did not really rate their friendship, even in the house. I did not really rate their friendship because I don't think it was ever really like friendship. The closest people to Wanni in the house were Handy and Sean. Every other person was extra. For Onyeka, she had Ozzy, she had OC, she had her sister. So that friendship between them wasn't really friendship. So all this loyalty that is being asked of or whatever, I don't even know. But according to Wanni, she said she liked her at first, but she was getting a particular energy. And then Onyeka too said she liked her, getting the same energy, and that's how they broke things off. Anyway, they ended up saying that there's no way to resolve it. They are done and dusted. That's when Chinwe now said that, you know, she feels like she was misunderstood in the house, and that she would like for people to give her the, you know, be open to getting to know her better.
I feel like I was largely misunderstood. It would be nice if people gave me a chance to get to know me.
So this marks the end of the reunion show. Baby Naija No Lose Guard reunion. What do you guys think about the reunion and how everything? What do you guys think about it? Yeah. Also, for Suj and Tofa, they said, you know, there's room for them to reconcile, but I don't know. Let's just see. Right? Thanks for watching, and thanks for watching, and do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I am going to see you on the next one. Yeah. Bye. Love you.